Dear all, today I will share about an extremely important topic for the health of the elderly about 4 types of food that the elderly should never eat for breakfast if they want to be healthy and full of energy. We all know that breakfast is the most important meal of the day, especially for the elderly. A scientific and reasonable breakfast will help maintain health, support the digestive system, provide energy, and help keep the mind clear. However, not everyone knows that there are some types of food that seem harmless, but in fact cause many serious health problems if eaten in the morning. Here, I would like to share about 4 types of food that the elderly should stay away from for breakfast. First, processed and sugary foods. Processed and sugary foods are one of the popular food groups but pose many potential health risks, especially for the elderly. These foods include cakes, biscuits, pastries, and sponge cakes, which are high in refined sugar and trans fats, sugary breakfast cereals that are high in sugar, which cause a sudden spike in blood sugar, sweetened condensed milk, which can contain up to 40-50 g of sugar in a small serving, and industrial sweets and energy bars, which often contain high fructose corn syrup, which causes obesity and insulin resistance. These products are often designed to be tasty and easy to consume, but lack important nutrients such as fiber, protein, and vitamins, causing older adults to feel full but hungry quickly, leading to uncontrolled snacking. When refined sugar is consumed, the body quickly absorbs it into the bloodstream, causing a sudden spike in blood sugar. However, after a short period of time, insulin will quickly reduce blood sugar levels, causing the body to fall into a state of fatigue, lethargy, and lack of energy. Older people have slower metabolisms, making it harder to process sugar, increasing their risk of chronic fatigue syndrome. Long-term consumption of too much sugar can make the body less sensitive to insulin, leading to insulin resistance, which is one of the main causes of type 2 diabetes, which is especially common in older people. One study found that people who consumed more than 25% of their calories from sugar were twice as likely to die from cardiovascular disease as those who consumed less than 10%. Excess sugar in the body that is not used up will be converted into excess fat, accumulating in the liver and adipose tissue, causing weight gain and obesity. Older people have slower metabolisms, so excess calories from processed foods can easily accumulate as visceral fat, a leading risk factor for heart disease. In addition, sugar also increases blood triglycerides, contributing to atherosclerosis and high blood pressure. Processed foods lack fiber, slow down digestion, and can lead to constipation, a common problem in the elderly. Low protein content is not enough to maintain muscle mass, leading to muscle loss. Vitamin and mineral deficiencies such as calcium, potassium, iron increase the risk of osteoporosis and anemia. Instead of choosing processed foods and high sugar, the elderly can choose the following foods to ensure nutrition and maintain health. Whole grains such as oats, quinoa, whole wheat bread provide fiber and reduce the risk of diabetes. Rye bread or barley bread contains less sugar and more nutrients than white bread. Unsweetened oatmeal helps control blood sugar, providing stable energy. Fresh fruits such as bananas, apples, pears, avocados provide natural vitamins, antioxidants, and natural sugars that are safer than refined sugar. Low-fat milk or unsweetened almond milk provides calcium and protein, good for the skeletal system. Processed and sugary foods are convenient but pose serious health risks for the elderly. A healthy breakfast is the key to a healthy and happy life. Second, salty foods, pickles, cold cuts, sausages. Salty foods such as pickles, cold cuts, and sausages are familiar foods in many people's breakfasts. However, the high salt content in these foods can have serious health effects, especially for the elderly. Consuming too much salt can lead to high blood pressure, impaired kidney function, swelling, and damage to the digestive system. Common foods with high salt content include pickles, pickled eggplants, which contain a lot of sodium due to the fermentation process, and may contain nitrates, which are easily converted into nitrites, a substance harmful to health. Cold cuts, sausages, ham are often salted for long-term preservation, and also contain many preservatives and additives. Processed foods such as instant noodles and canned foods contain high levels of sodium to maintain flavor and extend shelf life. These foods may provide convenience and rich flavor, but they pose serious health risks if consumed regularly, especially at breakfast. Salt plays a role in retaining water in the body. When consumed in excess, the amount of water in the blood vessels increases, putting great pressure on the vessel walls and increasing blood pressure. Prolonged high blood pressure can cause arteriosclerosis, reduce the elasticity of blood vessels, and increase the risk of stroke, heart attack, and heart failure. According to the World Health Organization, cutting down on salt intake can significantly reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease, especially in the elderly. When consuming too much salt, the body will retain water to balance the sodium concentration in the blood, leading to swelling of the limbs and face. Elderly people have reduced kidney function, making it difficult for the body to eliminate excess salt, increasing the risk of chronic kidney failure. High salt intake can also cause electrolyte imbalance, affecting the functioning of muscles and nerves. Pickles and processed foods contain many preservatives and nitrites, a substance that can be converted into nitrosamine, a compound that can cause stomach cancer. The habit of eating salty foods also increases the secretion of stomach acid, which can easily cause stomach and duodenal ulcers, especially in the elderly with sensitive digestive systems. Instead of using foods that contain a lot of salt, the elderly should choose foods that are rich in nutrients but low in salt to protect heart and kidney health, such as boiled eggs that provide high-quality protein, help maintain muscles and reduce hunger for longer. Steamed or grilled fish rich in omega-3 fatty acids help reduce inflammation and protect the heart. Low-fat milk or unsweetened yogurt provides calcium and protein to help maintain healthy bones. Green vegetables and fresh fruits help supplement potassium, balance sodium levels in the body, and support the digestive system. Pickles, cold cuts, and sausages are convenient but contain high salt content, causing high blood pressure, damaging the kidneys, and negatively affecting the digestive system of the elderly. Eating scientifically is the key to a healthy and long life. Third, fried foods with a lot of oil. Fried foods with a lot of oil, such as donuts, French fries, fried chicken, and other fried foods, are often very attractive but are enemies of the health of the elderly. They contain a lot of saturated fat and trans fat, increasing bad cholesterol levels, causing cardiovascular problems, obesity, diabetes, and negatively affecting the digestive system. Popular fried foods often contain a large amount of oil, which can be up to 30 to 50% of the total weight of the product after processing. These include donuts and fried cakes that contain a lot of refined flour and refried oil, increasing the risk of absorbing bad fats. French fries and chips that are fried at high temperatures, creating acrylamide, a compound that can cause cancer if consumed for a long time. Fried chicken and fried meat are fried in hot oil with a crispy coating, significantly increasing the amount of calories and unhealthy fats. Industrial fried foods such as fast food and pre-fried frozen foods contain a lot of reused oil and preservatives, increasing the risk of chronic diseases. Although fried foods taste delicious and give a crispy feeling when eaten, they have the potential to cause great harm to health, especially when consumed regularly. Fried foods contain saturated fat and trans fat, which increases bad cholesterol levels and reduces good cholesterol. When bad cholesterol increases, it accumulates in the artery walls, causing atherosclerosis, increasing the risk of high blood pressure, heart attack, and stroke. A study found that people who regularly eat fried foods have a 34% higher risk of cardiovascular disease than those who consume less. Fried foods are high in fat, slowing down the digestive process, causing bloating, indigestion, and nausea. In the elderly, digestive function declines. Eating fried foods regularly can easily cause digestive disorders, constipation, and stomach pain. Reheating frying oil produces oxidants and toxic compounds, harming the digestive system and increasing the risk of stomach ulcers. Fried foods are high in calories, making the body prone to accumulating excess fat, especially visceral fat, one of the causes of obesity and metabolic diseases. Elderly people have a slower metabolism, are prone to uncontrolled weight gain, and cause type 2 diabetes. Fried foods have a high glycemic index, causing a spike in blood sugar, insulin disorders, and an increased risk of diabetes complications. Instead of using fried foods with a lot of oil, the elderly can choose healthier dishes such as steamed or boiled sweet potatoes, which are rich in fiber, good for digestion, and help control blood sugar. Boiled eggs provide high-quality protein without excess oil. Steamed or grilled fish is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which helps protect the heart and enhance memory. Boiled vegetables provide vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants to help boost immunity. Nuts such as walnuts, almonds, and flax seeds are rich in good fats, which help reduce inflammation and protect the cardiovascular system. Donuts, French fries, fried chicken, and fried foods, although delicious, are enemies of the health of the elderly. A low-fat diet not only prolongs life but also leads to a life full of energy and happiness. Fourth, coffee or strong tea on an empty stomach. Coffee and strong tea are popular morning drinks that help many people feel alert and full of energy. However, drinking coffee or strong tea on an empty stomach poses many health risks, especially for the elderly. Caffeine in coffee and tea can stimulate the stomach, increase acid secretion, cause stomach reflux and stomach pain. In addition, these drinks can also cause dehydration, increase heart rate, affect the cardiovascular system, and reduce the ability to absorb iron, easily leading to anemia. Coffee and tea both contain caffeine, a stimulant that can increase acid production in the stomach. When drinking on an empty stomach, the stomach has no food to neutralize this acid, leading to irritation of the stomach lining. Older people often have thinner and more vulnerable stomach linings, so drinking strong coffee or tea in the morning can cause stomach pain, peptic ulcers, and gastroesophageal reflux. Caffeine also relaxes the lower esophageal sphincter, causing stomach acid to reflux into the esophagus, causing a burning sensation, heartburn, and discomfort. Caffeine has a diuretic effect, causing the body to excrete more water through urine. Drinking strong coffee or tea in the morning without replenishing water can cause mild dehydration, leading to dry mouth, dizziness, and fatigue. In older people, the cardiovascular system works less efficiently, so drinking strong coffee in the morning can cause increased heart rate, palpitations, and high blood pressure, increasing the risk of stroke or heart attack. Coffee and tea contain tannins, a compound that can bind to iron in food and reduce the body's ability to absorb iron. In the elderly, iron deficiency can cause anemia, leading to fatigue, weakness, dizziness, and memory loss. If you drink strong tea or coffee right after breakfast, especially when breakfast contains many iron-rich foods such as green vegetables, red meat, or beans, the body will have difficulty absorbing the necessary amount of iron. Instead of drinking coffee or strong tea right after waking up, the elderly should choose healthier drinks such as a cup of warm water to stimulate the digestive system, clean the intestines, and improve blood circulation. Natural fruit juices such as orange juice, apple juice, or watermelon juice to supplement vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants. Herbal teas such as ginger tea, chamomile tea, or mint tea that are caffeine-free help soothe the stomach and aid digestion. Warm milk provides calcium, protein, and helps protect the stomach lining. Coffee and strong tea are popular drinks but should not be drunk in the morning on an empty stomach, especially for the elderly. They can irritate the stomach, increase the risk of acid reflux, cause dehydration, affect the cardiovascular system, and hinder iron absorption. Instead, the elderly should drink warm water, natural fruit juice, or herbal tea to start the day gently and healthily. A healthy drinking habit will help protect the digestive system, maintain stable blood pressure, and improve overall health. Dear all, health is the most valuable asset of humans, especially when we enter old age. A scientific and reasonable diet will help you maintain good health, prevent disease, and enjoy life more fully. Through today's analysis, I hope you will stay away from harmful foods and choose better foods for a nutritious and healthy breakfast. Remember, eating properly is the key to a healthy and energetic life. Thank you very much. Don't forget to like and subscribe, so we can continue sharing helpful advice together. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.